drop in the middle of the playoffs. What's the conference finals? Next step.
What was it like playing in the Olympics?
I mean, I was playing alongside my favorite player, and then I was playing alongside three of the greatest players, but besides KD being my favorite, LeBron and Steph. You know what I'm saying? And then like AD, Embiid, Book, JT, like Drew, D. White, everybody just bam. Everybody was just fire. Like everybody had something that they did really good that you couldn't stop. So like watching them work out, like everybody was just like, I ain't gonna lie, that was fun.
Are you excited to see those guys when you run into them at All-Star Weekend or in the playoffs?
Nah, not really, because I'm gonna beat all their.
We didn't see Shavonte because he's Canadian.
The Minnesota Timberwolves have beaten the Lakers 4-1, and now they await the winner of the Houston and Golden State series.
Batman, Superman, Wolves in 5.
Wolves in 5.
Wolves in 5.
Wolves in 5.
What I meant to say.
All right, it's official. Round 2, Warriors versus Timberwolves.
So I think the Warriors actually have a matchup advantage, and they're going to be harder to guard than Minnesota. I'm going with Golden State.
The Wolves certainly are a flawed team.
Just because Minnesota looked more impressive against a better team in the first round, that means nothing.
Game 1 of round 2 in the West.
I don't know, man. You know when you lose a game, it's always somebody got this, somebody got that. This is the reason you lost. This is the reason. I don't really look at all that. I just look at.
They blurred out the Gatorade.
Every last one of us
with
got to play better
Sprite.
individually.
Blurred out the prime. Blurred out the what's that other vitamin drink or whatever it's called.
It was one of the ugliest games I've seen. Ant was a no-show.
You couldn't even recognize them. Where the hell was Ant-Man?
It was abysmal. It was awful. It was inexcusable.
May 2024. That's back when he went to. Oh yeah, that's right. Back when he got his Olympic jersey from Grant Hill.
I'm the managing director of USA Basketball's men's national team. My responsibility is sort of selecting the men's national team, the coaching staff. We wanted to have a moment with each player, but Ant was one of the first guys that I went to see. Hey man, what up, baby? How you doing, man? How you doing? You all right? Just wanted to come formally invite you this summer.
He looked like those dudes from the Avengers, bro, trying to assemble the greatest team ever.
That he wanted to do it, and I knew we needed him. But then I also felt like he would learn, and this would help him grow and help him become the player he can become. And Kerr's excited.
Are you gonna be the coach?
Yeah, same staff.
Okay. Oh, same. Okay.
So they know you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, fact.
Tell me about your experience in Paris. What were the highs or the lows of that?
It was fun, man. I will say, yeah, it definitely was fun. I think it was no lows. Yeah, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, everything was great. It was that was probably like the best experience I had playing basketball. I got some people talking about they gonna beat me in ping pong 21-0. I'm not having it. 11-0. I'm scoring 1 point.
No fish watching my pole, Jack.
Hey, Anthony, I just showed up 3 days ago.
Hey, my boy just got the Bears about 3 days ago, but we so glad he got
I think people think you put all these great players together and you just kind of roll the ball out and play. In the Olympics, it's like taking a test and you either get an A or an F. There's no in between. Anything less than gold for Team USA is looked upon as a failure. We have 3 weeks to prepare. Every day is an important day. We go every day. And the intensity just in practice.
Hey, Brook, knock down, Brook. Tag. Stick. Oh, stack, Brook. Oh, ice bomb.
That's the one, ain't it?
Finish the drill. Right this.
Running.
There she goes.
I got it.
Oh, boy. Y'all got it good. Y'all can stay up all night. Look at him. He's still in the dark. He ain't got to get up and do shit. I can't sleep. I got to get up and go to practice. I got to get up and go work out. That's what y'all don't understand. Look at him. He's still asleep. Crazy. I got to get up.
The 3 hardest workers in terms of working on their craft, every day. And the three most consistent were LeBron James, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant.
Like, I took Bron, like, pregame routine. Who I go to for advice? Of course, KD. That's my favorite player of all time.
The best thing that I learned was from Steph.
I think naturally with Steph and Ant, there was a mutual respect, you know, just from afar. But I vividly remember Steph had his routine every day after practice, after shoot around. He got his shots up and he did his routine. And it's really a work of art to watch and to witness. I think Ant came away from that, and it certainly, you know, shown itself this past season.
Curry can dunk. I ain't know Curry can dunk.
Get up, Ant.
You do that, Curry?
Mine look the same as that. We got one more.
Man, right now, this is probably the craziest time of year because this is what Ant's been working for, you know, all off season, going into the conference finals back where we were last year. I think going into the Olympics, that was probably one of the things that I think, you know, I was looking forward to, not only for Ant, but even myself, you know, just leaning on the team.
Bro, what's the Dylan Brooks picture at? He just walks past him?
Camp, you know, and how those guys actually build those relationships with their brand partners. I think that's something that you know, he really learned a lot from those guys.
We got some new products in, some new hats from our partners at New Era. They said they were making something special for Ant for the playoffs. This is special in a couple of ways. You got the AE logo, but on the Atlanta Braves inspired hat. We try to have it our way and do things with an Atlanta twist. And I think New Era, they hit it on the head with this one, so excited about this.
I was the youngest player on that 96 team. I had just finished my second year in the NBA, and I knew that Anthony Edwards was going to be the youngest player on this 24 Olympic team. And I know how beneficial that experience was. It was a huge confidence booster for me when I returned back to the NBA. I had, you know, my best season the year after the Olympics in 96. And so, you know, so I understood that. I understood just how impactful and how important that was for me. And I was only hoping that the same thing would happen for Anthony. And so I think there's a confidence, there's a resolve, there's just a feeling like, you know what, I did that, we did that, I can do this over here.
All right, it's the playoffs. Let me skip it. Bro, I gotta skip. Well, let me skip it. Bro, what's wrong with this thing? It wants me to get copyrighted, bro. Bro, ain't nobody pressing the... Goodness, all right.
Hey, Ant, in the first quarter, it looked like after you hit a three, you were talking on the sideline to Steph.
Trust me, man, I wish he could be out there to play against him, no matter how it goes. That's what I told him after I hit a Tracy, because he told me I had missed one. He was like, you weren't going to make that, you was too open. And I was like, I ain't going to never stop shooting him. I learned that from you this summer, so.
I just think Ant, his on-the-court sort of maturity, maybe a few years ago, he was trying to do everything himself. He reads the game better. And it just comes with a comfort level of being that guy that carries that burden and that responsibility. And
more experience.
And this might have been his first time winning something on this kind of stage, winning, you know, a gold medal, being #1, and all that went into it. You know, popping champagne for the first time. Like, he had never done that. And then Steph is showing him how to do it. For all the guys, you know, was for them to feel that and to have that shared experience as a group was magical.
That's a ball game. Minnesota is moving on.
Maybe episode. Shout out. Posting during the playoffs, man.